can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Denson. He makes the grab. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic map.
Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Now, this defense was ready for throw balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick release on the RPO. Turning it on. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
At midfield, he's got room. Lots of room to run. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And He wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. We saw that there on the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Looking downfield, it's Houck. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Wolverines are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
Got his man quickly. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
What a throw on first down, first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got it on the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down.
Timeout, Michigan.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught at the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. The throw. This time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Hout. Still on his feet. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab on 3rd. Touchdown, Wolverine! A great catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Denson. It's complete on the right side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, you got to be precise with that throw through the QB, right? It's a corner route. It's against man coverage, so you got to get it out early, and you got to put it out over the shoulder of the receiver.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Picks up the first down. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Oh, he makes the catch. There he goes. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
On over the middle, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Panthers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on first and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Howe. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. On target to the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hout. Buying some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the 1st half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, we're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter, but because of the passing game, didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Direct snap. Finding an escape route. And he's knocked down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Snap it to the back. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Hout. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Denson. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
They boot it away on 4th down. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line.
And these plumbers... only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you play them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hout. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Hout. Under fire. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards. Makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Final chance for the offense on 4th and goal.
Cricket.
Here comes the option. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they wrap him up, but not before it's got enough for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to pass, it's Denson. With the catch, it's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's loose at the 15. Look out on the right. The 40. The 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Man, it's so dangerous. It's so tempting to be soft in coverage and play the pass part of the RPO. You better worry about the run as well. And they reacted way late to the run, and he got up on him with that speed and took off and makes a huge play for this offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Loss of 2.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved